Hello guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin. The power of Son Goku was rising in an incredible way. So much with his power that he even opened portals to different dimensions. Goku, without saying a word, began with a ferocious attack, which of a great blow in the face of Gyotaro would send him to fly thousands of kilometers through the universe. But his attack would not end, since Goku began to fly at a speed invisible to all those of the multiverse. His speed was so fast that only a few flashes could be observed. Gyotaro would not be left behind. That's right, he would also release a great part of his power. In an instant, a great battle would begin. Neither of the two would worry about defense. Both would have direct hits. However, the one who had the more injured was Goku, because his power was not his real power, only a technique of energy increase. Meanwhile, in the dimension, Zeno-Sama and Mikoshin would come out, realizing in the same way everything that happened, Mikoshin would quickly cure Archon. Archon, now that you have recovered all of your energy, tell us, what the hell happened in this place? I don't know. The moment I left the dimension, I could see how great a sphere of ki was heading towards Kakaroto-sama's family. I was ready to give my life. Until now, that I woke up again. I understand, Archon. Rest. Your power is still very low. What are we supposed to do? This is a megaversal threat. Kakaroto-sama will lose. The power he's using is much greater than the one he showed us in the Void Dimension. It's a power beyond his limits. I know, but beings like us are not capable of doing anything. Even if we get close to one of his blows, it will reduce us to atoms. There's still an option. We must enter the Omniverse again. No, Archon! The former king of everything and the father of Zeno-Sama sealed that entire multiverse so that I would not be involved in total chaos with the true omnipresent gods. There's no other option. Or this way, Kakaroto-sama would die. But we still have him. Kakaroto-sama survives, he'll surpass all his limits. I must give everything in this move. Right, Archon. I'll trust you. I don't understand what you're talking about, my father. What does he have to do with this? We knew about the existence of omnipresent gods, not omnipotent gods, and the former king of everything sealed this whole multiverse so that it's not part of this omniverse. Omniverse? I don't understand anything at all. This is not the time to explain, but you as his son must be able to release the seal, or Kakaroto-sama will die. I'll help my friend Goku. I'll not let him die. At that moment, a lightning would pass by their side. As Goku had been sent flying with a big hit, Gyotaro would start playing with Son Goku, giving him a beating and making him fly all over the multiverse. Goku's body looked like a ball from so many hits that Gyotaro gave him. You are nothing compared to me. You just turned out to be a poor worm. Goku's furious would stand straight up. However, most of his bones were broken. That's right, the power was beyond his limits, began to take its toll. Goku, without caring about this, began his attack. Goku looked like a beast. Since he did not reason, he could only hear some roars when they collided with blows. You are ready, Zeno-Sama. You yourself could realize that the power of Kakarot is not enough. I'm ready. With the right that my father, the former king of all, gives me, I invest the omniversal seal, annulment, insertion to the omniverse. At that moment, a gigantic pentagram would form all over the place. That's right, at that moment, lightning would fall all over the multiverse of Zeno-Sama. Gyotaro would not take it seriously. No matter what you do, when I finish with the life of this worm, you'll be next. There's only 5% left of this seal to be completely broken. Hold on, Goku. I've done it! It's broken. The entire multiverse of Zeno-Sama at that moment was teleported, where millions of galaxies, universes, and planets were found. But that was not the most impressive thing, since at that moment, thousands of omnipotent powers could be felt.
What the fuck? Where are we? Why do I feel the powers of beings that overshadow me?
In a faraway place, a beautiful girl that's running through the corridors of a castle. The moment she arrives with a green-haired girl.
What's wrong, Miyuki? Kefura-sama, the power of the omnipotent god Kakaroto-sama has returned to give me a sign, but his power doesn't compare to that before.
Kefura was very upset and would raise his power in an incredible way, making the castle explode with his aura in the form of a dragon.
What are you saying, Miyuki? That's impossible! If this is a damn joke, I swear I'll exterminate you! Kefura-sama, I would never joke with such a delicate matter as Kakaroto-sama. Please, concentrate and feel a power similar to his.
Kefura would concentrate, realizing the words of his guardian angel were correct. Far away from his omniverse, a power that was diminishing rapidly was similar to the power of Kefura-sama. Miyuki and Kefura would quickly leave the castle, heading to where the great battle was. Meanwhile, with the battle, Goku was receiving the beating of his life. The power of the Omega Kaioken was no longer enough. That's right, not even the power beyond his limits was able to confront Gyotaro.
Curse, no being has come. From what I understood, when a new omniverse regenerates, a powerful being welcomes it.
I know that guy is more powerful than me, but I won't let him kill Kakaroto-sama.
Mikosha would throw himself against Gyotaro, who wouldn't move an inch.
No matter what you do today, this miserable Kakarot will no longer be part of the world of the living. But before that, hit me again, since I have felt how you were able to tickle me.
At that moment, when Gyotaro was confidently waiting for Mikoshin's blow, an extremely strong blow would send him to the edge of the Omniverse. Mikoshin was not able to see a thing, only to notice that when Gyotaro was no longer in front of her, an incredible pressure would fall all over that place. Kefura would approach Kakaroto's body, staring at him. Kefura would embrace him tightly.
So, you come to my aid, dear sister.
Goku, after finishing these words, would be unconscious because the power he had used was brutal. All his ki veins were exhausted and his bones were broken. Gyotaro would return, and very annoyed, he would stand in front of that woman.
I don't care that you're a woman. I swear I'll annihilate you.
I want to see that. You have an incredible power, omnipotent god, but you must know that these powers are very tiny in comparison to the beings that possess omnipotence.
Gyotaro would throw himself against that woman. Although his body warned him that he was in danger, Gyotaro did not pay attention to the warnings of his being. Gyotaro, at that moment of colliding his fist with the face of death, his arm would begin to disintegrate.
What did you do to me?
I didn't do anything out of this world. I only increased the heat of my aura a little. Or did I hurt you with so little?
This bastard has an amazing power. I must flee from this place or I'll be the death of me.
Gyotaro begins to fly through the multiverse at great speed. Gyotaro had moved thousands of kilometers away. However, that distance for a being that treads the omnipotent range, meaning nothing. That's right. Kefura would be in front of Gyotaro in the blink of an eye.
You damned worm almost ended my brother's life. Right now, you'll feel what suffering is just by my mere presence.
Kefura would increase his power a little more, making Gyotaro not able to breathe. Meanwhile, on his planet, Leviathan was observing everything that was happening.
I must help Gyotaro-sama, or that bitch will kill him.
Leviathan would leave the place at maximum speed, but not before taking a small flask. Meanwhile, in another omniverse, a very strange guy would stand up.
So, a new omniverse has joined, but apparently it's Ziku's multiverse. Wow, millions of years without knowing of your existence, traitorous demon.
Returning to Kefura, she was just dodging Gyotaro's blows with extreme ease.
It's time to end your life.
At that moment when Kefura was about to end Gyotaro's life, a poison spread all over the place.
I know what this poison for someone of your level is insignificant. Let's see what happened to Kakaroto's insect.
Kefura, noticing the words of the girl who had arrived, without thinking twice, at a supreme speed would take Kakaroto and Mikoshin.
Miyuki, immediately, take all the remaining ones.
Miyuki, with one of her techniques, would wrap them in a barrier and then would head towards their planet. The moment they arrived, everyone would ask for answers, since even that battle, the gods and angels were affected as collateral damage.
I know you must be confused. We'll explain everything that happened.
First of all, what do you mean you're Kakaroto's sister?
That's right, millions of years ago, my brother fought against an immortal god, but apparently he was powerful enough not to die. But from a dimensional rift teleported him to the multiverse where you come from. After that, I don't know anything. Miyuki would get into conversation. From what I could investigate and realize that Kakaroto-sama, after his battle was on the verge of death, he could not remove his wounds, so he decided to be reborn in this multiverse after millions of years. Everyone was surprised, but the more astonished was Vegeta.
So, Kakaroto had already belonged to the omnipresent rank before we met him.
You're right.
Meanwhile, the Leviathan and Gyotaro had returned to their planet, and the best specialists in medicine were doing everything to save him. But everything seemed lost, since the energy with which they had injured him belonged to another omniverse much superior to theirs. However, at that moment, a wild would cross all the barriers that possessed the multiverse of Gyotaro. It was Ryota, one of the omnipotent gods of the omniverse to which they had joined.
I have the necessary power to kill him, but they must swear loyalty to me. We will do whatever you ask, but please, save Gyotaro-sama.
Ryota would expel a surprising power, and at that moment he would come out of Gyotaro, who had been reduced to atoms. Leviathan would attack with annoyance.
You said you'd save him, you damn liar!
Before judging me and directing you towards me, finish observing the whole process. I couldn't just eliminate the attacks of that woman since her power surpasses me, but I can do this. At that moment, Ryota would jog his fingers and make Gyotaro appear in front of everyone. I'm able to control the life and death of beings that have a pending revenge in this world. This guy wants the same to me to finish with Kakaroto and his whole damn family. Gyotaro would stand up.
What happened? I thought I was dead.
You were, but I've given you a second chance, so you better be ready.
I owe you my life. Do whatever you ask me to do.
Just get ready, since you and I have lost a battle, but not the war. Prepare, Zaru family. Ryota, the omnipotent and omnipresent god, is still alive. What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.